Hello, white brain matter Wendy here. um, it's August 28th, and a few weeks back, I lost my eldest brother, and he's in his 50s, and he died from a fentanyl overdose. And some people might not understand why I would share something like this so publicly, because it might seem shameful to a lot of people. Now, I myself have 28 years sober from alcoholism. Um, and he died actually a week before my sobriety birthday, but not the same. It's not the same. Fentanyl is so evil. And this is the thing. He was a Temple University graduate. He was somebody who spoke several languages. He lost so much from addiction. He couldn't practice law anymore and became an Uber driver, and at one point, and they found him in his car. Somebody found him in his car. Second. We live in the Seattle area, my family and I, and I know that this is all over the United States. I know this is not specific to our area, but you can see when you walk all over Seattle how bad the process of addiction is and what is dying on the street. These beautiful souls are being consumed by this evil addiction, and when I say dying on the street, I mean these are brothers, sisters, sons, and daughters, and something has to be done, because I couldn't talk to him. I had to set boundaries because I have kids, and I'm grateful that my kids are grown, but the last 20 years when he had been fighting his addiction and stuff, I couldn't really let him around them for fear of just out of fear. And I couldn't, in my mind, as a mom, expose them to that, especially when they were little. But I feel like there's just this cry deep within me, within my soul, that something has to be done. I know it's not specific to the United States. I know it's all over the world. But when I go to Seattle, and I go to Seattle for my neurological issues, excuse me, I walk up from the ferry up to the hospital that I go to for treatments and my doctor's appointments and stuff, and I see them, and I just wish I could fix everything, and I can't. It's something that is so out of my control. Beyond providing food, or maybe picking up a blanket, or if I have an umbrella or something, even though it hasn't rained in months here. There is this wave of sadness when you go to these cities, and I know it's just even in the small neighborhoods. If you go up to Everett, Washington, it's just as bad. Tacoma is just as bad. Portland is just as bad. Portland, Oregon. Um, it's 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 heartbreaking, and you want to scream at the top of your lungs that your life is worthy. Your life is got value. Your life is something that is precious, and the drugs steal those truths away from them, and the fentanyl steals those innate love within our soul. And I believe in a very loving higher power, and it says that that higher power is lying, and that higher power is not lying. You are valued, you are loved, and you don't think somebody in their 50s passing away from addiction, and I just, for people out there who have family members that are suffering from addiction and stuff, there are resources out there, and he went to treatment many times, as far as I know, and it just robbed him so much of his value, of his intellect, of what was beautiful within him, until it told him he wasn't worth anything. No matter how many times you called him and said, I love you, I want this for you, I want sobriety for you, I want you to have good things in your life for you, I want happiness for you, I want you to have joy and the peace beyond all understanding for you. So I just want to encourage anybody from any form of addiction, from cigarettes to fentanyl, to know that you are loved. And even though sometimes some of us have to protect our children or ourselves from the damage of what hard addictions like meth and fentanyl do, that you're still worthy, and you can always start over. Every day is a new day, every moment's a new moment, and really in the United States we have to do something about this crisis, and I don't know what to do. Most days, again, white brain cells, or my gray brain cells, are dying, so the white matter is taking over, so there's not a whole lot that I can do, but I'm hoping that maybe even if one person sees this on this platform, maybe it'll encourage them to keep their healthy boundaries. But if you're healthy, maybe there's a way to help the homeless out there. Maybe, I don't know, I guess I don't know what I'm really saying, but that if you have a family member that's suffering, you're not alone. There are resources out there for you to help you, in your situation, setting boundaries, or even like codependency and stuff like that. It doesn't make your love less for them. I'm just so angry at fentanyl. I'm so angry at methamphetamines. I am so angry at addiction. And I've been really lucky that, I got sober when I was 18. And our family does carry the addiction gene for sure. It does. It just does. Um, but just hold on. If you use drugs, hold on. I try to get help. If you have family members that do drugs, hold on. Just hold on. I know it sounds weird to say that there's a loving higher power for you out there. It's hard to believe in the midst of pain like that, but I'd be lost, even with my own battles, without my own God. Anyway, I just needed to share this message. Many blessings to you. Take care.